So similar to what we were looking at a couple of days ago, we had this area of interest functioning as our zone. Which we were looking at trading into, right? Both yesterday and today. So the idea is that we have this fractal that was responsible for everything yesterday, which provided the low of day bounce that we grabbed, and then it sold off again, which isn't what we want to see. So we came into today expecting some indecision with this candle. We haven't swept above it, we haven't swept below it. So we've got some range bound price action going on. What does that mean? What it means is that when we're looking at the possibility of trading either higher or lower, we have to look to the left and understand what the immediate action is. In other words, we've got our zone here, which we were looking at. And how are we trading into it? We got this lethargic price action, which then led to failure. So those of you guys that have been here for a while, we treat failure, we put failure on a pedestal. That's how we base the majority of our decisions on, right? We look at if we fail higher, and I denote failure by a sweep and failing to continue higher, right? I need to see that double top or sweep of liquidity manipulation to go lower. Otherwise, I don't have a bias, right? So we have this low, this low, this low, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Why does that matter? It matters because none of this until this low here is part of structure. So failing above our target at a minimum is to clear out everything that's not part of structure. And this high should break a protected low, which is this one here, 64.50. And what happened? We tried how many times to break it and could not. So now we're failing lower. What does that mean? We trade higher. That's structure. What's the second part of it? Narrative. Right? Similarly to what we looked at for the high day yesterday, why are we looking to trade up here when we fail lower? We've got an unmitigated zone here. Unmitigated zone that's responsible for continuing structure. So we had our uptrend here. What do we have? We've got change in order flow. This is our zone that continued. We then broke below structure here and facilitated a downtrend. So this area right here is the area that broke this zone that was responsible for continuation to the upside. Very powerful area of interest. So should we fail lower, where are we trading to? That area of interest. Hindsight 2020? No, we identified that on the failure here. This is our higher time frame narrative that gives us the why. So we ask what the market's doing, and then we also ask why it's trading up. It's not trading up randomly, it's trading up to do something, to go somewhere, specific, mathematically. But we can zoom in a little further with the day, because the market can do flips, it can do this, that, whatever, go in circles, spin around. We look at failure. Failure is our predominant piece of information, right? So we failed here on this candle. We then traded above it. We failed above it. We then traded below it. We failed to go lower again. So then we traded above it. And then what did we do? We failed to go higher. What do you think we should do? Trade below it. Oh, that failed too. Okay, now where are we going? Above this, right? And if we're going to go above it and we're going to expand from our range, what do we need to see? Type in the chat. What do we want to see in a range? Whereabouts for us to expand in that range? %, defended. 50% defended. We're seeing an unwillingness for this to go lower after taking this liquidity. Right? Sorry, we took this liquidity, we then failed here, we traded higher, tried failing here, and couldn't. So now we've created an SNDR, which is responsible for sending price through that range. It's now trading back to it, provided some significant opportunities today. And in terms of getting involved in this soup, we look at the extremes. So anywhere in here for longs, anywhere in here for shorts. And our objective-based trading model that you guys are learning is, if we fail, what does that look like? Change in order flow, cool. Now where's the objective of this low? Should be to take this high. Stretch target is to trade within to this consolidation. Consolidation to consolidation to consolidation. Right? Similar to what happened here. Failed here, traded up. Sorry, traded up, traded back down to where? Area of interest. Right? Traded up to take this liquidity, took this high. We wanted to trade into here. We didn't actually get that. Came immediately back down, failed again. Right? And you'll notice that once we broke this high here, we traded back down into this consolidation, this range here. And we're seeing major failure to go lower. Buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure. This is not trying to sell off to get under here. Similarly to what we're looking at here, where we're not really seeing, well, actually we're seeing it on both sides. That's not true, right? We're seeing it trying to fail, can't. Tries to rally, can't. Tries to fail, can't. Rallies, immediately goes below to complete the objective, fails. And then what do we see? Consolidation, which then starts to expand. So I implore you guys in your review to look at where the last failure was. Follow the last manipulation. That would have caught a short from here, underneath here. Right? This was a little challenging, this sweep. But we failed below. Ideally, we should have taken this high. Now we ran out of time. We'll see what ends up happening on this, but that's the theory. Right? Can you discuss your trading schedule and how it affects your profitability and consistency? What specifically what in terms of my trading schedule? Like what times I trade, what my trading off screen? Yes. I'm waiting for Apex to pay me still from June, approved payouts. So I've diversified to a different firm, which means that I flip back and forth. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm usually done trading by probably 10:30 to 10:45. with that volatility. Now, lately, it's probably better to wait until the dust settles and we get a bit of a trend. For example, taking pullbacks when you see expansion now, probably a lot easier to get a hold of than trading in this nonsense, depending on your schedule. Yeah, I like trading Asia. I never used to, but I'm very fortunate to have some very good friends that I can trade with overnight now. So it makes it a lot more fun and enjoyable. And Asia right now is a little wild. So I have no problems people trading Asia or London. It operates the same way. The idea is the same. The market moves from objective to objective regardless of what time it is. Just sometimes takes a little more time than others, and you'll find that New York's very liquidity based and Asia's more objective based. Probably London too. London's more manipulation, I think. Look at this. Same thing as this morning. Failed below. Trades back up to consolidation. Failed consolidation. Trades back down to consolidation. Okay. And now we look at where's our objective. Okay. Do we have anything on our 15-minute chart? There we go. Right, we're still looking for, well, that's not a weak high anymore, I suppose. But this candle's certainly weak here, that high of 98. Any other questions, comments, concerns, fun times? How are we doing? Yes. Me too. Me too. Weak candles are sauce. If there's one thing you guys take away from here, we talk about weak highs and lows. Candles operate on the same principle. Okay, I will let you guys have your weekend. Appreciate all of you. Thank you for spending your afternoon here. Hopefully, you guys ended the week green. Happy hour was yesterday. We had some fun races and some giveaways and some fun stuff. You missed it, my friend. But we do something every week. We do something every week. We were very fortunate that Take Profit gave us some accounts to offer to the public, and that's basically what our affiliate stuff, our codes go towards. So as that stuff comes in, I'll go more to you guys. Yeah, they're an awesome prop. They're an awesome prop. I'm not surprised that they're gaining some market share, especially with everything that's going on Apex. They're really fun to talk with, and I think they actually kind of they care about the community, which is kind of what Apex and Top Step used to be about. But yeah, they're really cool. The little that I've spoken with them, but that's awesome. I will chat with you guys later on. Stay safe if you're still going to trade the last 15 minutes, you gamblers. And we'll see you guys later on.